In this clip, students discuss their experiences in the module Drama, Performance and Identity, a module based on OSL and situated in the Department of English.
We've had very few contact hours with seminar tutor.
And I think that if it was in any other module, people would have felt really lost, but the way that the first half...
I did feel a little bit lost at first because it's so massive, like identity is such a vast subject. Like it was, I didn't realise how difficult it would be to zoom it into one thing before getting it on its feet. Like we didn't get stuff on its feet until a few weeks ago, and I thought it would be like week 1, week 2 to get it on its feet, but it's been mainly research.
That's the same with the essay. I remember like speaking to Nick and saying, so what are the essay questions? Just like write about identity. I was like, that doesn't really narrow it down.
But I think
it's been good though.
Very much helped by the whole of the first term.
Yeah,
like every week we'd be dividing something and talking about like just what we did.
Yeah. I think I would have liked maybe more contact hours this half of the term, but I don't know whether that's just because we've been so trained into like that way of like teaching.
I do think I agree with that, but I do wonder if because we haven't had the contact hours, we've worked a lot harder as a result, and so we've been teaching ourselves.
So restricted as you do in other modules. Like you sort of sounds weird, but like express yourself in ways we haven't been able to.
It has been like I do agree. I think it has been like a massive confidence boost. I think because at first I was a bit like I don't know if we're good enough to do this by ourselves, just because for like the whole 3 years we've just been going to seminars, being told things, and then like relaying them back in exams or in essays. It's all been very like generic. But this has been really, I think, well, for me, definitely like a confidence boost for just expressing ideas and things.
I think one of the most interesting things is the way that like the attendance for the seminars has been the highest that I've seen in any module, and also like everyone would do the reading nearly every single week, which for some modules.
But it is a very small module group, isn't it? Like
it is. At the same time, I always found myself looking forward to DPI. Whereas it wasn't necessarily the same with, say, theory.
I wish I'd been warned though that it was a lot more philosophical than I thought it would be.
But then again, I'm glad that I wasn't, because I might not have considered it otherwise. If I thought there was going to be this much theory, which I don't mind now that I'm doing it, but I think if I knew, it was on the guidelines when we were choosing the modules, I would have just gone, like, I can't cope with that.
And it's interesting that it's a totally different way of doing it, because the first year, what was it? Motive reading. It was just like, here's theory, deal with it. This way is like, oh, look at this, read this play, and then just flick through.
So it's a lot more directed
my
than
favourite
motive
moment
reading.
of like the entire module so far was just when we had that reading session. We just got given like some text, told to read it, and then just come back and think about it. So it meant that everyone had done the reading completely thoroughly, and it was just entirely chilled, and everyone had something to say.
But everyone talks in seminars, which is such a rarity compared to, I don't know if it's
in Ronvic last year I said
one
thing for the whole year.
21 Mississippis between when she asked a question. That doesn't happen.
There are no awkward silences, there are no kind of pretending to write notes or think, you know. I've pretty much mastered that now, pretending to write things down, pretending to consider things, but I had to do that.
I've liked all the plays as well.
I didn't like the blacks.
That's true.
But one of the reasons
that's just personal.
one of the reasons I chose it was because Sarah Kane and Beckett and Mark Ravenhill did them all for Eurotheatre, and it was like, I want to do them again.
I really wish that there'd be like I wish that there'd be a module that could do the same with like. So I've done Eurotheatre this year, but to do the American theatre, I should be able to do Miller or Williams.
We kind of had Drama and Democracy.
Oh, is that what you did? We did, that's the thing. But I like how, I just think I liked in the first term in general, when we were doing plays, that Nick kind of like took a back seat. He never really said anything. It was kind of led by, he questioned, but then,
what about that?
And then we'd lead the discussion, which is so different to normal seminars where you sit there and you're lectured again, and there's awkward silences and things, but it was just something that we could work out
And I
themselves, which I really
something
like.
You come to a university to do English and expect to be hearing all the time, what do you think, what do you think? And you never actually do until DPI.
Like, I found that, like with that questioning thing, I didn't feel at the time that I was learning anything, but it's been so helpful for now, the devising process, where it's just a question like what we're doing and when.
And I know the text a lot better than I do for other modules. And also, I think that one reason that it's helped with everyone coming and putting their ideas in is because we haven't had lectures. Because if you start with a new text and then you have a professor who comes in and says these are the ideas, and often they will slant it, which is interesting. But it means you go away and start thinking, oh God, I better be looking for that.
Yeah, you start to think, well, they're obviously right. And whatever I thought I should put on a backseat in an essay or whatever.
That you can add in as your idea, but it's not that driving all the way through.
Yeah, the essay that we wrote was the most like personal essay that I've ever written. Or like it was truly the thing that I'm like actually interested in. Instead of like picking like
I really enjoyed writing the essay.
Yeah, this is the first essay that I've ever actually enjoyed writing. So even though if I did do it at the last minute, as always.